Hey guys, let's talk about drinking today. I never thought I was going to talk about drinking. Anyway, so I'm not a big drinker. I usually don't drink. I don't. When I was younger, I used to have some sort of prejudice when it comes to drinking because alcohol is really a toxic chemical that you're putting into your body. You know what I mean? Like, it's not healthy to have alcohol in your system. Like, at a cellular level or molecular level, like, it's just not good for you. Like, if you have a drink or two every once in a while, every few, I guess, weeks or months or whatever, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Just don't be like my grandpa. He used to think that because, like, if you don't get drunk, it doesn't affect you. It doesn't affect your health at all. And you know what happened to him? Of alcoholism. So, do not think that because you're not getting drunk, it's not affecting you. It's affecting you. I saw a video of a person that said that if you really want to have good skin, like if you want your skin to be glowy and just, you know what I mean, like just healthy and whatever and hydrated, avoid the sun, avoid drinking, and avoid smoking. Do I avoid the sun? Well, I like going to the beach, but I don't go too often. So I do tan and I do get scared that my skin is going to get messed up or that something will happen. But I always do protect myself with like sunscreen and stuff like that. I don't smoke. I've never smoked. And I don't really drink. Like, ever. Like, ever. Even with my parents, like, occasionally every few months they want to, drink some beer or whatever. Or, like, if we ever go to a restaurant and stuff like that, they have some wine. I mean, obviously, wine is not as harmful as other substances, other drinks, whatever. It's still something. They say that, like, there's, like, properties of wine that are, like, better, like, for your digestion or I don't know what organs. And it's like, it's grapes, right? It comes from grapes, but also does grape juice. So, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know to what extent it's good. But what I'm saying is that I avoid it. I don't like it as much, so why would I force myself to drink something that I don't like so much? Because I think that it's kind of what my mom says. Like, it's more of a social drink. It's something that you have more often, like the more you hang out with people. You know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna hang out with your friends, if you're gonna go to the club, if you're gonna, I don't know, if you're going to a family dinner at a restaurant, whatever, like you're gonna have a drink or two or whatever, and it's totally fine. But the thing is, like, if I don't like it, why would I force myself or teach myself to like it to then crave it? It's like, for instance, I'm on a diet right now, right? And I started this diet around like a year ago. And since I break the diet, like since I have my cheat days where I'm hanging out with my friends and we're eating whatever we want and we're having dessert and all that stuff, but for the most part, I avoid dessert and I avoid soda and these things. And I eat until I'm full. No, I eat until I'm satiated, not until I'm full. But anyway, we can talk about dieting another day. But what I'm saying is that I'm on a diet. Alcohol makes you fatter. And also, I know what cravings are. You know what I mean? Like, I love, for instance, Nutella. I like donuts. I used to not like them when I was a kid, and I like them right now. I used to not like ice cream, and I love it right now. You know what I mean? Like, it's things that every once in a while I crave, and I'm like, dude, I wish I had some ice cream or donuts or whatever. And I think about it, and I'm like, oh my God, I wish I had it. But I'm on a diet, so I have to, you know what I mean? Because I know what it tastes like, and because I would eat it enough to get used to it and to like it, now I have cravings. So if I teach myself to like alcohol, then I'm going to be craving it, And if I crave it, it's going to be more likely that I'm going to be drinking it more often, which is not great for the skin. It's not great for the body, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, why would I, look for that, not addiction, but the craving of it. And how much can I take? I think that's very important to know and to speak about because like getting drunk, I know that like a lot of people get drunk because supposedly you have more fun and whatever. And I don't want to be a prude. Like drink however much you want, but don't expect me, especially if you're my friend. Why are you expecting that I am going to be taking care of you if you get drunk? You know what I mean? Like if you get drunk, if you're an adult, it's your responsibility. Like did I tell you to drink? Did I dare you to drink I don't know how many shots of tequila, whatever? Or whatever you want. You know what I mean? Like if you are coming with me and if you're getting drunk, like if it's only you and I would tell you like please don't get drunk. Please do not get drunk because then I'm going to have to take care of you. And I will drink maybe a drink or two and I'm fine. Like I'm just at most I could be tipsy, but like how am I going to take care of you? Like even if I was sober as fuck, like why am I expected? Like, why should I? Why do I have the responsibility to take care of you? Obviously, if I'm coming with you, like, I'm going to take care of you as much as I can. But, like, you're giving me this responsibility. You're just relying on me. You're not thinking about what I think. You're not prioritizing what I want. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a female. I'm not tall. I'm not very strong. I don't know any martial arts. Like, I am vulnerable. You know, anything can happen to me at night with a bunch of men in a room. Like, you don't know what can happen. So, like, if you're drunk and you depend on me, I also depend on myself, and I'm vulnerable myself. Like, how do you expect me to take care of you? Like, there was a time where I was 16, and it was me, two of my friends who were dating at the time, and another friend of ours who got too, it was a mix of so and two. She got so freaking drunk. She couldn't even walk straight. She couldn't talk. She would fall every once in a while. You know what I mean? Like, we had to take care of her, the three of us. And no, it was a terrible situation because, like, we had to take care of her. And because they were dating and I was alone, weeks after, months after, they said that only the two of them were taking care of her. Like, yeah, it's just us two taking care of her. And it's like, I was also there. I was also taking care of her. Just because you guys were dating doesn't mean that I wasn't there. Okay? Maybe you guys were ignoring me a little bit because you guys were dating. I hate it when couples do that. Like, please, like, if I ever date somebody, I'm not going to ignore my friends that I'm with if I'm with my friends and with my boyfriend. I would never do that. Like, that's, it's so, like, why are people so selfish? Anyway, that's a topic for another video. But the thing is, like, if you're with somebody, they're going to be taking care of you. Like, do you think they liked it? Do you think we liked it? You know what I mean? We had to take care of whatever she was doing. We would have to tell her, like, stay in that bench. Do not stand up from that bench. Do not stand up. There was a moment where she was like, no, but I want to lay down. Okay, lay down. And then she fell from the bench. She fell from the freaking bench. There was a time where I was like, you know what? I'm leaving. I'm leaving this party. I think my friends also left. I don't know what happened to her. Like, thank God nothing happened to her. But it's like, dude, we can't take care of you. We are 3 people, and we can't take care of you. She still fell, I don't know how many times. I don't remember the story very well, I'll tell you that. But the thing is, I probably even left before they did, because I was like, listen, these people are ignoring me. We have to take care of somebody we shouldn't be taking care of. I'm leaving. I don't even know what happened. So what I'm saying is that, okay, so when I was in college, I didn't party with my friends that much because they weren't that into that. Also, like, COVID happened, so we weren't going out that much. But my friends wouldn't really get drunk because they were responsible enough to be like, okay, if I'm driving, I can't drink. Thank God you made that decision. Oh my God. But there were times where they would drink, and it's like, okay, well, you take care of yourselves. There's another story, and this deserves a story time of its own, like, for later. But there was a time where me and 2 friends of mine, we didn't drink anything at all, and the rest drank a lot. And they were just doing their thing. And we were the only ones there who were sober. And it's like, listen, we can't just carry them and bring them back home or bring them back to where we were. Well, we went camping. So we couldn't bring them back to the tents and stuff because it was 5 drunk people and 3 sober girls. You know what I mean? Like, we could not, it was materially impossible to take care of those people. We were like, okay, you guys stay here. We're going to go back because there's just nothing to do here. You guys are just fooling around. You guys are just minding your own freaking business. We have nothing to do here. You know, you guys are just doing stupid stuff, being drunk. We're just here like a freaking painting on the wall. We were just there, like, looking at everything, witnessing things that we didn't want to witness. So we're like, you know what? We're just leaving. You know what I mean? So don't expect that we're going to be taking care of you if you're drunk. Like, okay, it's okay that we are friends, and it's okay that we should be taking care of each other. Like, if we go partying, like, we came together, we go home together, you know what I mean? Like, always stay together. But I feel like in this generation, because for how long have I been talking? Okay, 8 minutes. Almost 9. But the thing is, in this generation, I mean, there's hookup culture and stuff like that. Listen, people can do whatever they want. Do I participate in it? No. Would I want to hook up with a stranger? No. You take your precautions. You take the risks, whatever you want, but just assume the consequences. You know what I mean? How many times do people go together to a club, like friends, and then somebody goes to hook up with a stranger, and then what you're doing is you're separating. You're just getting separated. You know what I mean? Everybody's just on their own doing their thing. And either the person who went to hook up with somebody either dies of murder because either the person they hooked up with murdered them, or maybe it was somebody else. Like, on their way back to the club or whatever, somebody murdered them. Or maybe the person who was left alone got murdered because they were alone. And it's mostly girls, but a lot of the times it can be guys as well. You know what I mean? So everybody's so selfish. Everybody just goes out and about, just doing whatever they want, like either to hook up or to drink or both things. And then, you know what I mean? Like, if you can be in danger, like as a group, like imagine if you were alone, you know what I mean? So that is why I don't drink, because if I am kind of vulnerable, like being sober, and if I'm in a battle, like let's say in a physical battle with a man who's obviously bigger than me, stronger than me, and even if he was shorter than me, like men are physically stronger, and look at my freaking arms, you know what I mean? Like, what am I supposed to do? Even if he's drunk, he's probably going to be stronger than me, and he's probably going to beat the shit out of me. So like the thing is, if it's hard for me to take care of myself, you know what I mean? If I already have a lot with myself, imagine I can't be taking care of somebody else. The most drinks I can take is 2. Like, if I drink 1 drink, like with an empty stomach, I'm tipsy. But if I drink 2, I'm tipsy. Maybe I start laughing a little bit, like hee hee hee. And because I tried it out last month. No, the month before. No, it was last month. Tried it out, and I was like, I want to see if I can handle 2 drinks, because usually with 1 I was fine. I was tipsy, almost tipsy, but I was pretty much fine. You know what I mean? Like, reflexes are probably not the same, but I was pretty much okay. And then I had another drink. I couldn't eat anything, so it was with an empty stomach, whatever. I was thirsty. I drank another drink, but when you're thirsty and you drink alcohol, it doesn't really reduce your thirst. So that was the first mistake. But I'm an amateur, okay? I'm an amateur. But the thing is, I had 2 drinks, and when I was walking, it was fine. But then if you start walking a little bit faster, it's not that fine. You know what I mean? There was even a time where my friends and I started jumping, and I was like, I mean, I'm not like falling or anything or tripping over myself, but I was like, I'm noticing that I'm a little bit slower. You know what I mean? Like, I can't follow the rhythm as easily as I used to. You know what I mean? Because I feel like, when it comes to music and stuff like that, like I can follow rhythms, but that time I was like, no, I don't think I'm like, there's the rhythm that I'm hearing, and then the rhythm that I'm doing. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not jumping as I usually do. So I was like, maybe I shouldn't be jumping too much, just in case. Just in case. I was just tipsy, but I was like, just in case. And then my friend was sleeping over at my house. She was sober. I had had 2 drinks, like I said. And then I went to my, we slept in my living room because we had space to sleep, like both of us together. And then I went to my room, walking a little bit quickly, maybe even almost running a little bit, just jogging. And I went from one side to the other of the hallway. I was like, I don't know, I started running, and then I went to one side, and then I went to the other, and I was like, okay, I am drunk. This is not my best moment. So I was like, okay, we're not running. But even then, I was, well, listen, I wish I had like 3 hours to talk to you guys about everything. But anyway, what I'm saying is that even when I was drunk, I think I'm less naive than my friends, because I was like, this friend of ours, I think he was flirting with this person, and even us. And she was like, no, I don't think so. I think it's just his personality. I think he was just, and she was sober, and I was drunk, and I was like, listen, even when I'm drunk, I'm less naive than you. You know what I mean? Like, even drunk, I'm like, okay, I'm vulnerable, and now I'm even more vulnerable if somebody wants to murder us right now. She would be like, no, but I don't think anybody would do that. You know what I mean? Like, you would have to be a bad person to do that. You know what I mean? Like, I have friends who are naive like that, and it's like, dude, I have 2 drinks. I can have like 6 drinks, and I still know that somebody can kill me right now. And you haven't had a single drink, and you're like, no, but why would somebody do that? I don't know, for pleasure, because they're mentally ill, but whatever. Anyway, those are stories for other days, but that's what I wanted to talk about today. You have to know how much you can take, how much alcohol is good for you, how much alcohol you can take, like what's the maximum. In case you like drinking, you have to know if you have a maximum. Like, when do you reach a point where you're like, okay, I can't drink anymore because then I'm not going to be able to walk, or I'm not going to be able to speak. You know what I mean? Like, you have to know when you're tipsy and just tipsy, and you're not getting like super drunk, because then you're going to depend on other people. And as well as you are responsible, quote unquote, responsible of other people are going to be responsible of you when you get drunk. And if they don't make themselves responsible, if they don't take that responsibility, you know what I mean? Like, how are you going to remember what happened? Maybe you're going to wake up in a field, like, you know that meme, like, why am I in a field? You're going to be like that. You're going to be like, if not, you're going to be like, why am I in a field? You know what I mean? Because your friends were like, you know what? Fuck you, dude. What did I have to take responsibility over you? You make your own decisions. I didn't tell you to drink. It's not my fault that you drank. So yeah, you have to know how much you can take when it comes to drinking, what your limit is, And if you have to take care of people, try to make sure they're safe. Like, obviously there has to be this solidarity, but also make sure that you are safe. And if you can't take care of yourself alone, just prioritize yourself. If you know that you are vulnerable on your own, tell your friend, listen, why don't drink a lot. Don't get drunk because I can't take care of you. It's just, I can't even take care of myself at times. So, in certain situations. So yeah, excuse my voice, excuse my coughing because I'm sick these days, and that's all I wanted to say. So yeah, stay safe and take care of yourselves. Bye.